Some of you might have noticed I've got new glasses. I went to the optician. I went into the little room with the lady and the computer. She brought my record up on the screen. She said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yes, of course." She said, "Have you been going somewhere else?" And I thought, I've never been accused of cheating on my optician before. I said, "No, why?" She said, "I haven't had your eyes tested since 2012. It's quite a long time ago," which surprised me. I've been wearing glasses since I was 6 years old. Give me a woo if you also wear glasses. Loads of it. Maybe some of you are like me. I normally love an eye test because to me it's a fun quiz and then I can see again. Like, what's not to like? But I always forget the bit they do at the beginning. You know, sort of health check that they do now where they kind of blow on your eyes. Well, it's the machine. It's not the lady, is it? That'd be creepy as fuck if she just leant in and went... She said, "Good news, your eyes are in perfect health." I said, "Good, I'm glad something is, because I'm 47 and things are starting to sort of hang and unravel and dribble a bit." It's one of the reasons I've got leggings on tonight. Very absorbent. My advice to the front row is just breathe with your mouths tonight. That's my advice. No sniffy, sniffy, all mouthy, mouthy. But then we got onto the actual eyes test itself, and she did the bit, you know, where they say, "Is it clearer now? And now? And now? And now?" I don't think they tell them at optician school that like 90% of their future job is going to be finding fancier ways of saying "and now." And now. And now. And now. Too far. That one's too far. Then she did the bit with the circles. You remember this bit where they say the circle's darker on the red or on the green or on the green or on the red? Then she said, "I want you to read that bottom line." I said, "Not a problem." I looked at it. It was very small. I said, "It might be a bit of guesswork." She said, "That's all right. Just try your best." So I studied it and I went, "J?" And then I looked at her face to see if I was nailing it, because you do that, don't you? She was very professional. I could not tell. I went back to a J. And then I went, "B." And she said, "Can I just stop you there? They're numbers." But I explained to her that my husband was also in having an eye test. He'd gone in 5 minutes ahead of me with a different optician, obviously. I said, "I think he's probably done by now." She said, "Oh, he's definitely done by now." I said, "Why did you say it like that?" She said, "We've been in here a really long time." I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, if you came a bit more often, I wouldn't have so much to tell you." All right, arsey cow. So I came out and my husband was there waiting for ages, sure enough, all done. And we worked out it was 8 years since his last appointment and 9 for me, so he wasn't much better than I was. I said, "What did they say about your eyes? What was the verdict?" He said, "Oh, they said they're pretty much the same. In fact, if anything, they might be a bit better." Fucking better. Fucking better. Whose eyes improve with age? It's not fucking Wolverine.